Let's go.
Find out how I did my own DIY birthday photo shoot coming up.
Hello, everyone. How y'all feeling? I love y'all. Your love is bright as ever. Baby, kiss me. Baby, kiss me. Before they turn the lights out.
Hi guys, this is Pink and I'm back with more pretty things for you. And what could be prettier than a picture? And I want to share with you how I get my pictures that I post on Facebook, Instagram, and even my own personal birthday photo shoot that I did recently. And I just want to do the disclaimer, I am not a professional photographer. Although it's hard to believe, I know, I am also not a professional model. These are just some tips that I find useful when I'm trying to take pictures of myself, my family, my children, for social media. So let's go. Tip number one is to find your look of your makeup, your outfit, because that will set the scene for the rest of the photos. If I'm wearing something street, something edgy, something urban, then I know I need to choose a venue, a background that is fitting. If I'm wearing something formal, something more elegant, something airy, flowy, then I also need to have a background that reflects my look. That brings me to step number two, or tip number two, is the background. I like to use nature because, I mean, what can compete with what the creator made? And also, it is free, but it can also be unpredictable. Like it is winter here, so it did start to get a little chilly. Also use some venues inside your home that are also free, such as a nice area in your home, a blank wall. You can use what you have. You just need a background that makes sense with your outfit. And that also brings me to tip number three is props. You also want to use props that make sense with your outfit and the background. So for my street urban wear, I chose this a leather duffel bag from Dooney and Burke. I will try to link the outfit information down below, as well as what camera I used and everything else. But you can use props that you have around the house, props that you find outside, or you don't have to use props at all. So I chose to use balloons and this duffel bag, and then parts of the background can be your props when I use the railroad tracks here in Georgia. Now, you would think that my next tip should have been the number one, which is the camera. But no, because I can't stress to you enough that the it is not important to go out and spend a ton of money on the camera that you will be using for your DIY photo shoot. Now, is it always beneficial to have a decent camera? Yes, of course. But is it absolutely necessary? No. And I say that is because a lot of my best pictures from this photo shoot came from my cell phone. So here, my husband is using our more expensive camera, and my son is doing video and also taking shots with my cell phone and his cell phone. And a lot of the nice quality, pretty, candid shots came from the cell phones. And And as you can see, even the video is of decent quality, and he was able to move around more, capture the photo shoot, capture the scenery behind it. And with the editing software on the cell phone, we were able to crop a lot of things out, crop people out that were in the background, zoom in, zoom out. He was able to show me how I was doing on my cell phone, and should I continue to do this pose? Should I try a new pose? And I was able to get instant feedback from the cell phone, and I was able to capture this photo shoot and save the camera to take the photos instead of doing the vlog or doing the video. So it is a benefit to have a nice camera, but it is not absolutely necessary. And I do recommend using both. If you have both, use both. Take photos with the camera, take photos with your cell phone. And that brings me to the next tip. Take a lot of photos. Never stop taking the photos. Never stop clicking. Just click, 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 shoot, shoot, shoot. Because the more photos you have, the more it's just a matter of odds. The better your odds of having a photo that you're going to like. You will not like every photo. So the more photos you have, it just gives you greater odds of actually coming out with the photo that you're able to use. Then that's the next tip. Even if the photo isn't perfect or great, do not discard it, do not delete it. With the editing software that they have out now, you can almost make the image perfect. By that I mean, there's a lot of times there were people in the background, a lot of times that there may have been debris on the ground. There's a recycle bin that was in one of the photos photos that I liked, and I was able to blur out that, blur out the street signs, crop out the people, and I was able to save the photo. So that's another thing. Invest if you do want to invest. I would say invest in some easy to use editing software. It does not have to be the best, but just something that you're able to use and able to give you the results that you need. Now, to me, this is probably the most important tip. You should either take your own pictures, use a tripod, use a timer, use a remote control, or use people or someone that you're comfortable with. That you can be yourself in front of the camera, you can be silly, and that they're going to tell you the truth. They will tell you, that's not your best angle. Turn this way, hide that, tuck that, you know. But it's someone that you're comfortable with and they're loving, and they'll tell you in a way that is loving and confidence boosting, and you know that they have your best interest at hand. So you can take the pictures yourself because you know you will be that person, or have someone that you trust to do that for you. So, if anything, that would probably be one of the number one tips is um, have someone that you trust take the pictures, who has a good eye, and that you feel comfortable around. A lot of times, even with professional photographers, they can be great at what they do, have the best equipment, but if they're brash and harsh and um, have very little people skills, you're not going to get a good photo anyway, and you're out of money. So I rather work with someone who they may not be a professional, but with our putting our heads together, we can come up with a background that we like, and we're a team and we're working towards a common goal. So, again, those are my tips. And if you all would like me to do a separate specific video where I go step by step and show you how I edit my photos, then comment below. I definitely will do that for you. And those of you who already follow me on social media, please follow me. I'll put my social media info down below. And those who already follow me will have already seen the winning photos that I selected to post from this photo shoot. And so go ahead and follow me. You'll be the first ones to see the photos from all of my DIY photo shoots that are coming up. And I'm going to show you now the photos that I felt were the best from the photo shoot that I selected to post. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned some things. I hope you were able to take away some things. And if you try any of these tips out, please let me know. Comment below. Tag me on social media. I would be so excited and thrilled to see how your photos turned out. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.